Hello one all, so we're Doc Stone, chapter 150, Righteous Science User, and just Jesus freaking Christ. Just when I thought the series couldn't surprise me anymore, just when I thought it was impossible, just when I thought I knew what this series was capable of, they introduce a freaking plane! Oh my freaking... And right after Senku said, it looks like their science is a teeny bit more advanced than us. No, Senku, they have planes. They are way more advanced than you. Seriously, we find later on there's at least two of these people, but... How? How do you build a plane in the Stone Age world? How is that possible? I mean, I was saying last chapter, oh, maybe they found a secret underground bunker, which was airtight, and that somehow had the machine guns and the night vision masks and the radios they needed. No, this is definitely a plane made from, Stone Age material right here coming at them. How? How do you build a plane? I'm assuming next chapter is going to have them talking more about it, but the design actually does seem fairly simple. It seems like one big engine in the back that's turning a fan essentially to push it forward, and then there's a panel on the back to turn it left or right, and two ones in the left and right side to make it go up and down. It's a very simple design, but again, it's a plane that's flying through the air. How? I have so very many questions. I honestly want flashbacks. I want like 5, 10, 20 chapters just of them explaining how it is they managed to revive and came up with a freaking plane. Anyway, start back in the beginning. Beautiful title page. It looks absolutely beautiful. I really love this. And then we go over to Senku and the gang, who decide, okay, I guess there's someone who woke up and revived just like me. And I do love Senku's line here. It's not like I put a patent on that. And scientific knowledge is free for everyone around the world. Anyone can learn if they want. That really is Senku's philosophy, you know? Everyone deserves science. It'll keep pushing everyone forward. It'll make the world a better place, somehow, some way. And at this point, Ukyo gets absolutely terrified when he hears the sound of an engine behind them. And of course, Kawaku's like, that's impossible. I've been keeping an eye behind us, and I have, like, godlike vision. I would have seen another boat coming behind us. And then they all start to realize, oh, that sound's coming from way up in the sky. And I do kind of wish we'd seen more of the Stone Agers react to that, but Tsukasa, Yo, and Senku, they're just in utter absolute shock that someone actually managed to build a freaking plane in the Stone Age. Now, like I said before, this is a very simple design for a plane. I'm going to question exactly how far its range is. Like, I can't imagine that they're going to, take the plane and fly back to Japan to let everyone know that they're all okay. I mean, for one thing, they're going to require a fairly long runway, and I can't imagine they already have one set up back in Japan. I mean, maybe it has like a radio in it, and they could use that to tell everyone back in Japan when they get close, hey, yeah, we're going to need you to make a runway. Ask any of the modern timers, they'll explain it to you. It needs to be 300 feet long and 10 feet wide or something like that. It's pretty unlikely, but it could definitely speed up their trips back and forth to the US, and that could be really interesting. And then they get shot at a whole bunch, and, the mobile lab is pretty okay. It's essentially bulletproof, more or less. Speedboat, not so much. And then Jinro shows how awful he is again, as Matsukaze is freaking shot. And Jinro is still asking him to protect him. I do the line, never fear, 'tis but a scratch. I think that's a Monty Python reference, actually. And of course, Yo is being an absolute idiot, firing his gun at the freaking plane. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I mean, for one thing, it's a plane that's flying very high and very fast. No way he's gonna hit it, and even if he does, I doubt he's gonna do all that much damage to it. And so Senku decides to make good use of Kurosami's throwing arm, because, that was her whole, job on the island, throwing the petrification beam with a very small margin of error. And you just gotta love Chrome. He doesn't know exactly what Senku's building or what he has planned, but he's already making a rope with a hoop in it because he thinks, oh, this might be useful. Before Kurosami can even ask for a rope to help her throw it, he already has it and he's already throwing it at her. Oh, I freaking love you, Chrome. You are always right on the ball. And then she uses the rest of the muscle team as a foothold so that she can throw it. Oh, that was amazing. And they throw it, and it breaks the plane. Hurrah! Though I'm a little concerned about how our pilot does not seem all that concerned that her plane was taken down like this, or that she's currently crashing. Her line, oh, they made the engine knock with one little move. That's not how you should react when your plane is crashing. Not bad at all. She is amused by this, and that is just the most terrifying part of all this. Oh, plus the fact that she escaped a crashing plane and managed to jump out of it and land safely. Is she even human? And we also do confirmation that she is talking to someone on the radio, someone that she refers to as a sharp-witted science pro. So I am very curious about that. Or is it like an AI in her suit? I'm fairly certain someone on the radio. It might be like an artificial intelligence she's talking to. Unlikely, but possibility. Unlikely, but possible. And this person refers to it as an elegant way to bring down aircraft, which feels like something Senku would say, honestly. Anyway, then we get our first shot of Greg, the Green Beret, and Greg's a woman. A very, very attractive woman at that, but someone who I think looks a bit older than most of the cast. Like, they're in the late teens or 20s. I'd say she's more in the 30 range. That's just how she's coming off to me. Someone a little bit more mature, someone with more experience, but also someone I think could be a fairly decent match even against someone like Tsukasa. So, yeah, that's pretty terrifying. They also refer to the whole team as their enemies, so yeah, I'm not sure exactly how Senku's going to manage to win them over. Somehow I doubt he's going to be able to, detain them, arrest them, essentially, and have a long talk with them where he convinces them that he's not the bad guy. Maybe he's going to, wander in the woods waving a white flag and wait for her to come abduct him, bring him back to their base so that he can explain everything to them that way. Not sure. Unlikely, but I could definitely see Senku doing that. And then good old Ryu and Senku get the biggest grins on their face, and everyone gets very, very afraid of whatever it is they might have planned. And then when they finally get to the place where the plane crashed, their lines, oh well, looks like left something behind. Indeed, finders keepers. So yeah, their whole reason for going after her like that was just because they wanted the plane for themselves. They wanted to own a plane, which makes a whole lot of sense. I mean, Senku, he's gonna want to tear that thing apart, figure out exactly how it works. And Ryu, he wants everything in the world. So a plane is not that surprising. Also, I wouldn't be too shocked to find out that Ryu has a pilot's license. That would make quite a bit of sense for his character. It's something he could have done, just out of curiosity, just because he wanted to be able to control everything in the world. Airplanes, hot air balloons, boats. I mean, he knows how to work what is essentially a sailboat, so it would make sense that he knows how to fly a plane as well. I do have a lot of questions about this trailer they made for transporting it back. I feel like it does not need to be quite this large, and I'm really wondering where they got rope big enough to tie it all together like that. Very strange, very bizarre. So yeah, now they have a busted aircraft, which means at some point next 2 chapters, they're going to have a fully operational plane that they can fly around all across the island, all across America. Oh, very much looking forward to that. Though, seeing what the enemy scientists have managed to create this far, I would not be surprised if they have land-to-air missiles or something that you can use to take down a plane even while it's flying through the sky. Would not be that surprised, but yeah, I guess next chapter is going to be them bringing the plane back to the boat, showing everyone what it's capable of, looking inside, taking it apart, figuring out exactly what the enemy is capable of. And, I mean, like I said, they do have radio. It should be very clear. Maybe there's like a radio in the plane. They can use that to contact the enemy scientists and say, hey, listen, we aren't actually bad guys. Do you want to talk about this? I still think this is getting a big fight, but it certainly would be more convenient for everyone if they could just talk their problems out. We'll see about that. But I think all this down below. How hard do you think it's be for them to get the plane operational? What else do you think the enemy scientists have up their sleeve? I mean, they have a freaking plane. At this point, they could have anything. Be sure to like, subscribe, and like this video. Until then, peace.